So welcome back to my channel. This is GamerDom and time for some Warts and All live gameplay where I get to humiliate myself more than normal in front of you lot. So I take out a tank that usually somebody's nominated, but if not, just something I fancied playing, and give it a shot and play games back to back, live, recorded, unedited. Well, the only editing is if and when I die quickly, just to save a bit of time. I'll scoot back to the garage and cut the film there and then come back in, but there's no other editing goes on, so you get to see the good, the bad and the ugly. Generally the bad and the ugly, but occasionally the odd good game. So as I say, I'm willing to play tanks that I own, that people suggest and people have done in the past, but the only suggestions I've currently got for tanks that I don't own. So any thoughts, stick it down in the comments down below. So I thought, well, what should I play? And I ummed and ahed because I've got quite a lot of tanks in my garage, as you can probably see, and I got me thinking. I was talking to a chap that I know quite well, Carlos from the Havoc clan. You may have seen a couple of videos of him on my channel, and he was asking whether Lowe was worth buying. The Lowe, the tier 8 German heavy tank. And honestly, I wasn't sure. Shoot, I think, was with us, and he said no. I'm not so sure. I think this is a lot better than it. Well, it's definitely better than it used to be as a premium tank. It's not in the realms of the Defender, that's for sure, or the Patriot, or the Liberté in my book. But this is a pretty reasonable heavy. Now, would I buy it? And what we said to him, if you're going to buy one, save it and buy the Patriot or the Defender if that comes back on sale. But the Lowe is not a bad tier 8 premium tank. Let's have a quick look at it. I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail on this thing. It's not a review after all. Has a 105mm gun, which has 5 rounds per minute, 234 average penetration, 294 with premium, 320 average damage. So it's 1600 damage per minute, which is nothing special. 0.33 dispersion and 2.9 accuracy, aim time, sorry. It had, this gun is okay. It's German accuracy. 0.33 is pretty reasonable, but not outstanding. Turret wise, 120, 80 and 80. Traverse speed of 23, view range of 400. It's extremely good for a heavy tank. The rest of the hull, we'll have a look at that in a minute, and let's have a look at that in the garage actually now we're finished on that. So, oops, blimey, the hull is 150, 100 and 80, and it's not badly angled. That 150 on the front is not bad at all. The turret is also extremely well rounded. The lower plate on this thing is pretty weak. Now, they did buff it quite a lot, and that included, I think, if I remember rightly, the side armor. So that 100mm of side armor is actually pretty useful for side scraping. So the secret with this is to keep your lower plate hidden. So watch me show mine in the first game we do. Now, they've increased its speed, but it still is dog slow. It's a big machine, 90 tons plus, but it does have a 1000 horsepower engine, but it only has an 11.03 power ratio, which is pretty tardy, and a top speed of 35. Hull traverse of 26 degrees per second. So yeah, it's pretty slow. Anyway, enough of the waffle. Let's take it out. I run it. Actually, my Tiger 2 crew are in this at the moment. I've got rammer, I've got vertical stabilizers, and enhanced gun lane drive, just to get the gun more effective than it is already. I also run chocolate instead of a fire extinguisher, which may be a risk. We'll see. Well, actually, it isn't usually a massive risk, but there you go. That's the commentator's curse. I will be burning in one of the games, you can guarantee. Anyway, let's take it out. Now, I have been having some trouble with my PC crashing, or the game crashing. It's not the PC, so fingers crossed it doesn't on this. Okay, so right out the bat we get a nice matchup. Tier 8 game. We're one of the 3 golden 3 on Fisherman's Bay. IS-3. Enemy, you only got an IS-3. Somebody's playing with their new T-34-85Ms, I can see that on the enemy team. Nice little tank, that T-34-85Ms, I like it very much. So we're going to head over towards the village. You can see it's not a particularly fast tank. And everything's gone the other way. As usual on this map, they've all gone to camp. Only one artillery, which is something at least. Look at that. Nothing doing. A good thing of having good view range is you get to see what kills you quickly. As I'm in front of the scout, AMX is behind me. Great. Have a look down here, see if we can see anything. Oh. Nice shot into him. Turned round in time to bounce that shell. Bounce his shell. This is a bit awkward. Good, he's down. Are you going to turn your side to me, Mush? I'll have you all day long. Oh, who spotted me there? Not worried about him. Tier 7. Oh, flipping heck, I bounced him. Took out my ammo rack, it's really annoying. Come on, a little bit further. Thingy's almost done. I can reload my, repair my engine. Ah, friggin' hell, missed him. Come on, Hellcat, shoot him in the back. Got him. Engine out. Oh. So I've lost my ammo rack, my engine, and tracks in this game. There's still an enemy artillery somewhere in the game. This is still very tight. Oh god, this is painful moving without an engine. Shit, this is close. Good, he's down. I've got spotted though. I'll wait for my spot to come off. Oh, he's over there. The object's over there. Damnation. So who spotted me then? It's one of those awkward situations. Do you cap? You're going to have to. Some random shots coming in. Oof, that was close. One more, I got him. Damnation. Went for HE because I thought it'd be more effective, and actually it's not at all. Chase the cow cat, chase the cow cat. Well played, Hellcat, really well played. Thank you. Whoa, that was a good game. I should stop there. Well, I was top tier, so I guess You know, what can you expect? Oh, it's only a first class as well. Look at that, first class fighter, shellproof, duelist, fire for effect, bruiser, steel wool, high caliber. Finished top of the team. And just congratulate that guy. Doesn't harm to say thank you. 3,877 damage, 5 kills, 1,284 base XP, 17 shots, all 17 hit, 15 penetrated for that 3,000 damage, took 13 hits in return, 4 of which penned us, 9 didn't, bocking 2,100. At distance, if you can hide the lower plate and you don't turn your side, which is what I did when I got penned, this tank blocks damage like crazy. That the increase in armor that they gave it makes it a monster. 123,000 credits. I run chocolate, so that cost me a fair bit. Actually, no, that can't be the chocolate, because the chocolate costs more than that. Anyway, whatever. 98,700 profit, which is not bad for a quick tier first class game. 57,000 if I've been running a non-premium account. And my times 2 for the day, 4,000 credits, 4,000 experience, sorry, for my tank. So nice job. So you got to see the good of this thing. When you've got people firing at range, when you can control the engagement, when you can get into positions where you can hide your lower plate and not get circled, it's deadly. And this gun is pretty darn good. Oh, I know why. I fired an APCR round, didn't I, against that object. I have to confess, I had to cut it there because the game crashed. My computer seems to be crashing an awful lot with the current fix of the game. Don't know why. Oh look, extremely rare, all 8 matchup, he said. Not really rare at all. Wargaming say this doesn't happen very often. It bloody well does. Bloody well does. New matchmaking, Jesus. Anyway, I know half of you like the matchmaking and half of you don't. I'm definitely in the don't side. I hate the matchmaking. Much preferred the old matchmaking. Okay, so there's a whole load of T-32s who are going to be tricky to winkle out, but I'm going to have to go heavy line. Used to play this tank purely as a sniper because it was so slow, it took forever to get anywhere, and as a result you're kind of better off sitting somewhere where you could at least influence the game with your gun. Now it's a bit happier. Look at that, I'm being outsped by a defender. 1 artillery. I'm inclined to go around. I don't know really. Got spotted there, which is not ideal. This could be a bad mistake. Just think if we all come the same way. Oh, there's a nice 3 in the middle. We're going to have a problem. How did I get spotted on here? Ow! That hurt. That hurt a lot. Not going that way again. Don't go that way, Mr. IS3, you're going to get wrecked. Yep, told you. That's why I was hiding. Defender's in trouble. I want to have a shot for that weak spot, but oh, who got me? Oh, the Stuntwagen got me. Ah, damnation. Oh well, it's going to be a loss. Shoot. I forgot all about that bloody artillery TD sitting back there. Stupid play. Mind you, I was a bit wedged in. I don't really know what I could do. Having two, I could have handled just one TD, but having the Scorpion and the Stuntwagen sitting there in that gap was an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Oh well, we're back with the result, which will be a loss. Yep, sure enough, that was defeat. I did nothing. I went to the wrong place. I thought somebody had to cover that valley. And the trouble is, by me going down that valley, I took myself out of the game. But I felt it had to be done for the team, but yeah, fail. As I say, I think the fact that this Scorpion, or one of these Scorpions, and the, oh look, they're platooned together, that's why. So the artillery, the Scorpion, and the Stuntwagen S1 were all platooned together. That's why. Okay. 806 damage, 210 base XP, only fired 3 shots, hit with all 3 and penned with all 3, but I took 6 shots myself, 5 of which penned me. 34,000 credits, 24 profit, 347 experience. Now the game that I didn't get to show you because it crashed in the middle of did nothing special, but it was a tier 10 game, and you do see a tier 10s in this tank. Here we go, we've got tier 9. Obviously it's a tier 8 non-preferential media heavy, so you can see up to tier 10, and it does. Now the armour will stand up to some tier 10 tanks at distance. Of course the big TDs and the E100s and the Mouses and things like that will just love facing you, so you just have to play a bit more cannily, and at least with a bit more mobility this thing can play a bit like a, well, can go and play a little bit on the medium line, whereas the old one was just so dog slow that you had no chance to do that. So anyway, Lakeville, worst played map on the circuit. I'm just going to get out of this open ground if I possibly can. Lots of TDs on the enemy team. Missed him. Trying to move too far before I get spotted, so I'm going to get spotted here. I go around here, but I don't want to get shot in the side. Oh, there's a VK coming up, really? Just getting the town to help out my mediums and lights. They've got a GW over there. Right, he's down. Can't do much against that. Damnation. Missed him. Stupid play. Oh, how did that miss? Jeez. So I know there's a TD down at J4 or whatever it is. Wow. That was good, that was the mouse. T30, have we even seen... Oh, there he is. I'm just about to say T30, have we even seen... And we did. There he is. Ah, damnation. Well, nothing spectacular that game, but it was a tier 9. I think that, yeah. I tried to support the team late on, and that was... I don't know, whatever. I'm trying to justify being a bit shit. But I think it's a win, so that's the main thing. That T30's history, surely. Nice. GG, we win. I just noticed my win rate in this tank, the Lowe, is about 40%. You know, I was saying my first ever game I aced it. I then went in a long run of failure, and it's only been since it's been revamped that I've got better at it. Third class, middle of the team, 998 damage, 1 kill, 742 base XP, 10 shots, hit with 7, penned with 4, bounced 1200, 51,000 credits, 33.5 profit, 1200 experience. Let's give it one more go. I've actually quite enjoyed playing this. Carlos, buy it. Oh no, it's too late. He was going to buy it when it was on the summer offers, wasn't he? Ah, maybe you should hold on, Carlos. This is what you have to face in the Lowe. Tier 10 matchup. Fortunately, it's a 3-5-7 game, so, but those things can make a right mess of my paintwork. And there are 2 artillery as well. Oh joy. I'm going to go south. I'm going to go south. Pretty south for the winter, young man. I'm being outraced by a Russian artillery. Quite neat, this camo. I quite like this camo set. Udez has got Overwatch, object 140s in front of me, I've got artillery behind me. What could possibly go wrong? We're invincible! No, we're not. Ho in the middle. Cool, that Stuntwagen S1's been very ballsy. So we've got a Sheridan sitting in a village. We've got a WZ131A sitting in the ditch. Oh, this is going to be a monstrously good game. Been spotted. Managed to get a shot on the Scorpion, but I got hit by the artillery, which is not so good. We've got the gun depression there. Well, German tanks were supposed to have gun depression. I'd like to run onto that AMX if I could, but I'm just waiting for the next artillery shell, frankly. Oh, he's got... Oh, there's an E100 as well. Oh, great. Missed him. Nice shot, Auntie. Damnation, I'm stuck up in the air. Can't deal with him. Well, what a bad one to finish on. Just couldn't deal with anything. Everything's camped. All our scouts are sitting at the back. Jesus, look at them. Comes to something when an IS-3 and a Lowe are the ones that are scouting ahead. Oh well, what can you do? Back with the loss. Yeah, sure enough, that was a defeat. Thought it was heading that way. Only did 323 damage, 308 base XP. 3 shots only hit with 1 and penned with 1. Took 4 hits, 3 which penned, 1 didn't. Got 1800 assistance damage. I suppose that's not too bad. 45,000 credits, 35,000 profit, 508 base XP. Or actual XP. Let's do one more because that was a shite game. It's not easy in a tier 10 matchup with a tier 8 tank. Need I say any more? Tier 9, okay. Enemy team looks way better statistically than us. But at least I've got a chance of penning some things here. Okay, let's trundle down. Trundle for the city. Well, they got a Lowe, a T-34, and a meal, and an M103. Do 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 do. Two enemy artillery, or 2 artillery each side. Oh, RU's getting raped. Sorry, shouldn't say that, bad thing to say. It's getting knackered. That's better. Great, our OHO and our E75 decided to have a little bit of a shoot fest. We know the Lowe is coming this way. You can see it on the mini map. Oh, shoot. Bugger, right in my ammo rack. Where did he hit me? may be a unit scum, but you don't know how to angle mush. Four 0. Damnation! It's penning me easily now. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, look, if I'd heat. Yeah. Last show was heat. Hey. Oh well. It's going to be a loss because look at the field. They've all lost. And look at Ethan. I suppose he's got to stay back. Somebody's got to stay back. Now. What's T10 doing down in the friggin' gully? Oh well, back with the inevitable loss result in a minute. Yeah, sure enough, that was a loss. Shouldn't have played that one, should I? Should have left it on the bad play before. Actually came third on my team. That shows how bad they were. 873 damage, 233 base XP. That's shocking. That T10, he did quite a lot of damage considering he was in the wrong place. But anyway, what can you do? What can you do? Finished up firing 7 shots, hit with all 7 and penned with only 3 of them when I was fighting that M103 tier 9 tank, so I guess that's to be expected. Still blocked 1600, 39,000 credits, 24,000 profit, and 385 base XP, or total XP, sorry. So there you go. That is that is the Lowe, the tier 8 premium German heavy tank. With its extra armor, makes it actually quite bouncy. You can bounce things a lot in this. However, it's still not as good as something like a Patriot, because the Patriot's got the mobility and that rapid firing gun. The Liberté's got far better armor on the front. The Defender is just clearly better in every department. But it's not a bad heavy. If you're desperate to spend money with wargaming, then you know, your choice. Or if you need a heavy tank crew trainer, then you know, maybe it's an option, because it certainly is a lot better than it used to be. Certainly a lot better, and I quite enjoy playing it actually. That first game was best by far. I should have stopped there. Never mind. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, please. And if you've got a suggestion of something else for me to humiliate myself in, or just one in my Tiger 131, then let me know. Just put down below. If I've got the tank, I will happily have a go with it, however much I dislike it. Mind you, to be fair, most of the tanks I keep, I like for some reason or other. Even the weird ones. It's only the higher ones that I'm grinding that I don't always like anymore. Anyway, as I say, just let me know if there's something you want me to play, and if I've got it, I will try and do so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, and try not to take it too seriously. It is just a damn game after all. And I'll see you again soon. GamerDom out.